Welcome back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I'm your host, Perry.
And I'm Eric.
That's real funny.
This was a mistake.
That's real funny. I'm the Whiskey Mutant.
And with us this week, it is My Daily Bourbon himself, Chad.
Or I call him Skeeter.
Yeah.
Or Chode.
Did he lose a bet?
Yeah.
Hello, boys.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello. Good.
Why did we do this?
Because we're nice people. I'm a nice person.
Perry's a nice person.
And you know what?
I agreed,
It's nice to have friends come and hang out with us sometimes for episodes.
I guess.
It breaks it up, you know?
Yeah.
So this is not me saying that Eric and I are breaking up.
Even though he tries to.
He does. He does try.
Yeah.
If you've listened to that last call from a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
you don't even know about this.
I have no idea.
I'll tell you off air. It's okay. You wouldn't remember.
Yeah. Apparently not.
Yeah. So Chad is hanging out with us today. We're not doing a review. We're going through some bottles that he brought to share with us. And
My daily takeover.
I'll get a full sentence out eventually, but but if you want to follow us on social media, at My Bourbon Pod, at Whiskey Mutant, and at My Daily Bourbon. If you would like to send us questions or comments, you can do so to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. You can leave us a 5-star rating and review on your podcast app of choice. And you can check out all of our apparel and merch at bourbonshop.threadless.com. And if you would like to leave us a barrel ring for our voicemail, no, I said that backwards. Whatever. Leave us a voicemail for barrel rings at 859-428-8253.
Today.
He listens to the show, man. You know how often we have people on who are like, yeah, I'm a fan of Timbit. You guys are great. And then we do stuff like that. And they're like, what are you talking about?
I really wanted to do a barrel ring today.
Now, I'm mostly talking about Matt Rualt.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. That's a good one.
That was insulting. I felt real tiny after that. But no. Yeah, we got a couple of barrel rings to get to later on. So we will check those out. And you can also check out the stuff we do for Patreon. And support us at patreon.com/mybourbon. Nope, never. /mybourbon podcast for as little as $1 a month, for as little as $5 a month. There's so much bonus content. Chad is on Porous from Samply Irresistible.
Yep.
And the pregame chats this week.
We're going to make it through. We're going to get through this.
We're going to get there. And I tried some meat water.
God.
Meat water.
It really does smell like dirt.
Meat water.
Oh no, let's turn over this in the water.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, this is off to a great start.
We're doing good.
But we are also, as of this episode coming out, a week and a half away
Woo, baby.
from Timbit Weekend 2023, which means that this is the last episode before the weekend. So no new episode next week. We will still be doing some Patreon stuff. So if you want to check all that out, again, patreon.com/mybourbon podcast. But if you want to come hang out with us for the weekend, there are tickets in the Eventbrite link below. VIP is sold out. Thank you guys for participating with that. But if you want to get live show tickets, they are there. That's our general admission ticket, $30 a pop. That gets you admission to the show, free drink, probably some swag.
Maybe.
Because there was like stuff that just showed up out of nowhere last year.
There'll be something sitting around. Sample.
We'll see.
Sample
of our barrel pick.
Food.
As of this episode coming out, we can talk about what happened with our single barrel pick too.
Yeah.
For Lawrenceburg. It got submitted to the American Distillers Institute Awards.
One of those things.
Something like that. And scored a 94 out of 100 and got a gold medal.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Only first year brand that scored that well. Hundreds and hundreds of whiskeys that got submitted.
Hell yeah.
And
what do you think about that?
I think it's pretty nice.
So if you need some consultants for
Yeah.
for a brand, let us know. How much are you allowed to talk about your thing that you're doing right now? At all?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I can consult with you or for you. That's
Sure.
about all I can say.
But if you want to get one of those bottles, currently Patreon is the first people that are getting dibs. But once it passes that, we will probably be posting links or something on the Facebook group or anything like that. So stay tuned if you want to grab one of those bottles.
And we're doing pretty well with them so far. So they're going to go.
And if you're listening and you're in the Lawrenceburg area or you're just visiting, whatever doesn't sell to our group will be available in the gift shop of Lawrenceburg Bourbon Company. So their first single barrel private pick.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't even their own. Because we special like that.
And it's gold medal.
And it's
It's
got a
got a gold medal.
a freaking gold medal on it.
Put it on a shelf. You can put that on a little tag, little neck tag.
Put it on a shelf.
Put it on a shelf, put the little tag on it, make people buy it.
There we go. You told us last night that you had a flying blind for us.
I do.
It got me emotional.
You were like, you know what? He's coming around. He's happy the show is going to go the way it is, and he's trying to, make a difference. I am.
I'm glad.
I wanted to share something special.
Get out of your own way. It's
There
my
is.
best piece of advice.
I feel like this is not special in the least bit.
It's
It was that final. It was that final sentence you said that made me
What
just
are you talking about? All right, don't. Whoop.
easy me out.
Don't look. I did. Since there's two people and it's hard to, I did go ahead and pour a little bit in a sample bottle. So see if that's enough for you guys.
just
Oh, it should be.
you're pouring for me today. Remember, I'm a guest.
You've said that so many times.
You're gonna take a drink of your Coke now.
There might be.
Here you go.
There might even be some for you in there, Eric.
All right, I'll have some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you thought I was gonna not like?
I thought
this?
no, I thought maybe
You're like,
there wasn't
This
enough.
really is a trick.
Oh, it's funky nerds, isn't it?
All right, let's see what y'all think of this.
He didn't say anything.
No, it's not Funky Nerds.
It is not funky. Woo, buddy, that smells good.
Yeah. See, I wasn't being mean.
Right off the bat, I feel like it's the Wilderness Trail maple finished rye.
We'll see. We'll see. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
I really like this.
It's not what it is.
That is not what it is.
What are you thinking? You have a little competition. You want to see who?
I think it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
All right, let's see. You all are going head to head here. I'm just going to do like 3 simple questions. See who gets the closest. All right, what do y'all think the proof is?
You're the guest. I'll let you go first.
We doing a range or are we like pinpoint?
Within 5.
Within 5? 90 to 95.
Well, you got to pick one.
So we're like either way, plus or minus?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, 90.
Okay.
100.
Okay.
101, Bob.
Dang it.
Is this finished or not finished?
Well, let's do the spirit first. All right.
I mean, no, I'm asking the questions. Don't ask the questions.
Oh my God.
This guy.
It's hard
Let's
to
play a game. And he's like, no, you're going to
I
play
don't
my
like
game.
confrontation. It makes me really anxious.
Just listen to the question.
And that's the
I'm gonna say
first,
finished. I'm gonna say finished.
Okay.
that's the first song from Anxiety the Musical.
Okay, he says finished. What do you say?
No, I'm gonna say not.
Have
finished.
you ever cried in the corner? Clap your hands.
And the last one is this.
Am I having a heart attack, or am I just really nervous?
What state of distillation is this?
Ooh,
I'm
gonna say Indiana.
I'm gonna take another drink. New York.
Wow, throwing it out there.
I have no idea.
I don't even think I have any New York whiskey.
You don't have any Widow Jane?
Nope. Just what I've
That's
had
not New
from-
York anyway.
It's not.
All right, so you tied, so we need a tiebreaker.
With 0 each?
No.
It's like
Chad nailed the proof.
Okay.
It is not finished, so you got the finished, and then you both are wrong. This is from Kentucky.
okay.
So saying this is from Kentucky, what distillery do you think this is? All of Kentucky.
Heaven Hill.
MB Roland.
Wow. The fuck?
I don't know.
I'm done
I
with
don't
this
know.
game. You both are wrong.
What is it?
Well,
It threw me off. I did not even think it was bourbon.
you picked this.
I picked this?
Yes. And it's still available if anybody wants
Oh
it.
my God.
This is a single barrel Blanton's. This is the Deadpool My Daily Bourbon pick right here. I've actually got it. Once again, he's still got a couple of cases left. He's trying to move. So please, DM My Daily Bourbon if you want to get one of these. And look, you heard it here. They're really good. So I'm just trying to help. I told you I was going to be nice. There it is. Little Deadpool Blanton's pick.
Oh my God.
Sorry, you didn't nail the proof. You got the proof right. It's 93 proof. Sorry. But yeah. This was...
I saw that Funko head come out of the bed.
There it is.
It was like, here we go, boys.
So, now everybody that listens knows that this is an actual pick and it's good. So, send him a message if you want to get one. Please.
My sides hurt. Did you get any of your bottles moved too that weren't clean? Oh my!
I honestly thought that was rum. Like I thought you were serving us some rum.
You ever had a Blanton's that tastes like rum? Here you go.
I just want you to know there were like 30 people again. Like it started with 1, and then 2, and then there were like 5, and then that's why I sent you guys a text because I thought you were telling people like I know people were listening, but I thought you were telling people since I told you 2 people had asked me to tell more people, and then I was just started ignoring people.
Well, you know.
You know what? Shout out to Bill though because he was like, "Send me a list of what you got," and I just sent him back a straight face emoji, and he was just like, "What?"
The best part too is like on the Discord, he goes, "I got bamboozled by whiskey meeting in my bourbon pot." I was like, "What are you talking about, man?" Oh man, that is so funny. Oh. Yeah, so if he doesn't respond on at My Daily Bourbon, hit up I am Chad E.
Yeah.
Oh man, what have you guys been drinking recently?
That was good. You know what? That was good.
Oh,
And here's my favorite thing about this is I love the thought that went into it for him to put his own little sticker on there. For this.
Yeah. MDB, man.
Yeah. Where's this from?
you would know.
Shut up.
What are you talking about, dude? Buffalo Trace. God, this guy acts like he knows something about. Where's this from?
I meant to pick, damn it.
No, for real. What have you guys been drinking recently?
A little bit of everything. No one thing in particular. It's just
Tell us one crazy thing.
one crazy thing.
Craziest thing you've had in the past week.
I think we're gonna have it.
Yeah.
Okay, don't tell us. Second craziest
That's
thing.
why I was like,
Yeah. Second craziest thing.
I think we're gonna have it.
So
Worst thing you've had.
This is the worst. What have you been drinking ever?
I'll tell you what I've had the most of here lately. Is Jim Beam single barrel.
Okay.
Just for like an every other night pour, just Jim Beam.
Okay.
I
The
forgot,
108 proof.
yeah, I forgot I had a bottle and found it and was like, hell yeah, this is good.
Hell yeah, boy.
It's not it. It's not as good as the distiller's cut, but it is amazing.
It's not. Distiller's Cut's my favorite thing ever, and I'll never forget the time we had 2 cases at Total Wine. I told a guy it was my favorite Jim Beam, and he bought both cases.
There you go, baby. Making money.
And Swan said something along the lines of Swan said something along the lines of, and that's why you keep your mouth shut.
This is genuinely some of the most fun we've had on the podcast in a while. I'm having a great time. Eric, what have you been drinking recently?
Well, I guess since we last recorded, it was Derby.
Oh, yeah.
So we were talking about what I was going to drink, and you picked my pours.
Did you go with them?
I did. I had a double oaked Woodford, which I didn't really drink a lot of because I was with some dads, and like they were like, "You got any Woodford?" And I was like, "You know what? Actually, I do." So, because we were at a volleyball tournament, so they drank the Woodford. I took Old Forester single barrel. I think it was from Kroger. Is that the Chris's pick? Is that what it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. And then I took what was the other one we said?
Blanton's.
Blanton's, and I took some of that. The Blanton's we just had.
Some of the Chad pick?
The Chad pick.
Nice.
Yeah. It's one of my favorites. I would get some more, but I'm trying to make sure other people get a chance. And then I also had some Wild Turkey 101 because that's just what I always take to the hotel. And I had a little cherry pie with it, and it was real good. What have you been drinking?
Well, I had a very sad live stream last night where I talked about the death of the minimum 12-year-old age statement for Elijah Craig barrel proof releases. So
what, this next one's 11 something?
yeah, it's 11 years, 5 months. Still haven't heard anything about whether or not we're getting it, so I got to send another email to Heaven Hill.
Man, and if to get samples from Heaven Hill.
It's pretty easy, actually.
People are like, really?
Yeah, just have a platform. So I drank on this I think it was like a 9-year-old pick that I did with our buddies over at the Blind Rabbits Society in North Carolina. Really good. I'll put that on the table. And then some C918, which made me weep for the current state of Elijah Craig barrel proof.
C918, B520, the two best I've had in a long time.
I still prefer A120 over B and C from that year.
Well, it's a good thing I don't care about your opinion, but, you know.
That's fair. It's completely fair. You know how I've always been super nice to you, and he's the one that just dogs on you constantly?
Finally, you understand.
I just lay down and take it. And Eric's like, well, here's my penis, and this is how big it is. I'm like, whatever, dude. I don't care. But then also, the weirdest coincidence happened when I was at Mom and Dad's on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks ago on Pours from the Floor, we finished a Knob Creek pick from Lexington Bourbon Society that was called
Final On-Site pick.
Yeah, it was before the lockdown.
Yeah, the last one they did before lockdown.
Yeah. Killed that bottle. I went to Mom and Dad's, and I was going through Dad's collection of bourbon, and I saw this little Knob Creek bottle sitting towards the back. I was like, that's weird. I don't remember this one being here. And I go, like, every week that we go there, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go raid your booze.
You're like, surely I know what's all in here.
Exactly. And I go and I pull up that bottle, and it's that exact pick. I was like, where did you get this? He wasn't in the Lexington Bourbon Society at that point. Matt Preston didn't give it to him. I was like, it just blew me away. I was like, this bottle just keeps following me everywhere I go. Which led to something that Eric and I are going to do for Halloween this year.
Yeah. Have as much as you want of that. We're killing that today.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
This he has just reached into his bag before we got to the segment that we planned here.
But I wanted to get it prepped.
Okay. And he has handed me
he's taking control.
an old Jim Beam. When is this from?
84, 85.
84.
Aged for like 54 months.
I was born in 85. So
Aged for how many months?
54.
That's not quite 6 years, is it?
No, it's just over 4 years.
Yeah.
Says it on the back.
I don't do great with math.
52 months.
52. So 4 years, 4 months. But yeah, I'm taking home of this today is an empty bottle. So
that is the best smelling 4-year-old beam. But the only other thing I can really think of is I had a little bit of this rum.
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, that stuff's good.
Let me try. You need to try this in a bad way. 18-year-old rum, 130 proof.
Oh, it's right there. I'll do that after I get to the Jim Beam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, this is, what, 80 proof?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want vintage Jim Beam to taste like water, drink some 130 proof rum beforehand.
So I didn't know you guys had a segment planned. I was just trying to get pours ready for.
Well, we didn't have a review, and you said all this cool stuff you had, so we were just gonna talk and drink the stuff you had. And I'm going just for a second. And this is a warning: if you don't like peeking behind the curtains or knowing how things are,
Kayfabe.
I'm going to break kayfabe for just a minute because I just wanted to say, despite how we act and you see us online and stuff, I genuinely care about this dude, and I'm genuinely happy. Move your hand. I'm genuinely happy with everything you like get into and like the stuff you do. Like, as somebody who's on Instagram and makes videos and does content, like seeing the things that you get into, like I'm genuinely excited for. Like, you're on all these places, you're like doing these events and like you're hanging out with people and doing all that. Like, as much shit as I give you for fun, at the end of the day, I think you have done so good on your content and stuff.
I appreciate that.
And I always do appreciate all the samples and the bottles you let us try and like taking us on pics and different things like that. So I just wanted to clear the air for just a second and say the dude is doing good stuff and you should follow him if you're not, and just enjoy the banter and enjoy the show. And that's just how it is.
You know, I think largely...
Do you?
I think bigly. I think largely the content creator community is a lot more tight-knit than a lot of people are led to believe. You know?
Yeah.
I think that, yes, there are varying degrees of success, however you want to measure that. But I think if it really...
Sorry I made you cry.
Gets down, if it really gets
My eyes
down,
really do burn.
if it really gets down to it, it is not an improbable thing to open up Instagram and send a DM to somebody like Bourbon Pursuit or Fred or It's Bourbon Night or Dad's Drinking whatever, and not expect a response from them. You know, I think that as you know, much as we like to put people, or as prone as we are, I guess, to putting people on pedestals, we're all just still people.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, for those of us who have been doing it for a long time, we recognize and appreciate, I hate that I'm about to say this, the grind.
The grind.
You know, we all know what it feels like to have been in that position, to have just started out wondering, am I going to be able to make anything of this? And, you know, some of us are more fortunate than others, of course. But at the end of the day, like, we're all very willing and open to communicate with people. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you all give each other as much heavy-handed crap just about as you can.
Yeah, and this is what I tell people all the time, though. If you can't have fun doing this, and even if you're not creating content, if you're just posting pictures of bottles or whatever, and that's what you do, like that's what I started my page for, is going to be like reviews and just bottle post. I don't know what that. I don't know if I had a stroke just then or what. But
Bobble pepper.
I've worried more about this guy this whole recording than I have the whole however many years I've known him.
But that's
getting worse.
But that's the thing. I mean, like over the last 3 years, you know, I mean, we all started as just kind of like we followed each other, and it's hard today to find people, one, with a sense of humor. And I mean, I'm not trying to be like political, but it is. I mean, like a lot of people just.
There are so many people that we know on Instagram and podcasts and stuff that would
take it way too serious.
They would hit themselves in the face with a hammer before they would like say a comment to one another that would be like offhanded or like think that somebody would be like, oh my God, you see what he said to him? Like, but It's so fun to be able to like. We both know that the stuff we're doing good stuff and doing all that, but we also are like, what can I say that's just going to like, what's going to be the most,
what's going to set this guy on fire?
What's going to either set him on fire and it's usually a laugh, and then I gotta like play back with the reply, but I'm like, oh, that one was pretty good, and stuff like that.
My best ones are usually at like 9 p.m. when I've had like 4 or 5 pours, because Eric will usually text me and be like, "That's pretty good."
Don't tell anybody.
Breaking kayfabe.
Yeah. So we'll go back to.
Hold on. I want to appreciate you, and I appreciate you too, Perry. But since it's clear, we're clear in the air between Eric and I can't tell you how many. Anytime he posts a reel, I'll show it to my girlfriend, who gives no shits at all whatsoever. She doesn't. The bourbon thing for her is just kind of like, okay, he's got more stuff in space that I can't use. And I'll legitimately be laughing on the couch to myself, like trying not to like belly laugh while she's watching TV. And then she's like, "What's so funny?" And then I show her, and she just kind of like dead stares and just doesn't find humor in it. But she knows, because the relationship he and I have, that it's funny to a degree. So there's very few people who I can just scroll through video.
Where's the compliment?
Hold on.
I was gonna say. So you're saying I need to make your girlfriend laugh?
Yeah.
In order to be funny.
You got some work to do.
What's she find funny?
So
Golden Girls?
No, not me either.
Well, there goes my next
she's kind of in the same boat as April. The first time I met April was just like,
here we go.
Yeah,
That's my wife again.
Yeah,
April loves Golden Girls.
You notice
though,
how nobody ever talks about Lucy?
she's just chill. I mean, because we don't have any beef. But the first time I met April, Eric's like, "This is Chad," and she went, "Oh."
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
If I were to introduce you to Brittany, Brittany is so shy. She just hates.
I can't believe you said my name on a podcast.
She also goes to school in Canada.
I send her postcards all the time.
We'll meet one day. But she, I mean,
Do you have a date for the desk?
Long story short, what I'm getting to is it's fun having the relationship we do, because even after the crappy days, the horrible work days, it's fun to be able to sit down in our little group chat and just laugh and say mean. Yeah, we can say mean. We still talk to each other like that in our group chat, even harder. And
what you get on the podcast and what you get in screenshots
is tame.
Is like 10% of how hard these guys go at each other. Man. And it is like, I am so non-confrontational. And
as soon as you try to, though, you're like, "I'm sorry."
And that actually happened this week,
yeah,
where I jokingly corrected Eric on something, and
all
I got back a "wow" text, and then I texted him separately, and I was like, "Dude, I am so sorry."
I was like, I knew it was coming. I go 5, 4. I knew Perry was going to be like, "I can't do this. I can't."
That's why Scary Perry exists as a character, because like it just gives me an opportunity to get out some of that animosity, even though I have very little. And what I do have is not even like that so relevant to what we do.
I'm sweating. Baby. I'm laughing so hard.
Little piss baby.
Little piss baby is one of the funniest things I've ever said in my entire life. You have to admit. You have to admit it, because it largely doesn't make sense.
No, but it been coming from you though. I'm like, oh my God, who is this guy?
He must be really mad right now.
All right. What is your next pour? Because I'm going to ask you a question while you're pouring it up.
I've got something for off air. But everything else, so I've got like 5 pours.
Well, can we do the off air one for Patreon?
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So you poured us up something here, but I wanted to ask you.
Did you?
Yes. So last year you were on the live show.
Yes.
With us. Mm-hmm. And we were talking, Jason from the Master Drum was there, and we were talking about our content and stuff. So tell me how you feel about everything you're doing from last year till now. Like, I feel like you've just jumped up big time. Like I see you on like
I don't feel like that.
I see you on It's Bourbon Night all the time. You're
Because he
like,
lives half a mile from my house.
okay, why don't you just take the compliment?
No, it's hard.
That's what she said.
That's
but
right.
but seriously, like now you're like, I see you you're posting about all these events, you're doing more videos and doing all this stuff. And like, so what has changed from last year to now?
I really don't know. It's really been just people. I've stopped reaching out to people because I've realized like this is, I'm content where I'm at. Like my page is still a hobby. I make zero money from what I do.
You are verified.
I am verified.
Yeah.
Hey,
So you lose money actually.
They gave me 90 days free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
what I said.
got 90 days, baby.
3 months. I got 3 months because someone tried to hack my page once, and they're like, "We want to give you this so people can verify that it's you." You just didn't know my mother's maiden name.
Or the street you grew up on.
Yeah,
Or the
or
first pet you had.
Dog.
Where I went to elementary at.
What was the first concert you saw?
Warped Tour. Trick question. Yeah, I mean, I stopped just asking people. Like, I used to be one of those, every time there'd be a press release come out, I would be shooting off like 500 emails. And I've just started putting focus into, if someone sends me something, awesome. I'll review it, give my thoughts, whatever. If it sucks, I'll tell them I think it sucks, and then I won't post it. Or if they're like, post it, I will post it. But it's really just been the stupid post, like the things that I'm like, hey, I'm here doing X, Y, and Z, or whatever. I'm reshare like a terrible post that got like 0 likes in 2020, and then this year it'd get like 400 or whatever. And that's kind of it. I've stopped trying to take it seriously because it's a hobby. And
Yeah.
I think me realizing, because when I first started it, of course, like anytime you start something, you're like, I'm gonna be big, and I mean, we just talk, you kind of have to believe in yourself. And I did, but then working 50, 60, 70 hours a week, full-time job, it has to be seen as a hobby. So I treat it like that. So if anything that I can do that's fun or a connection or networking, like with you guys or Chad and Sarah or whatever, or Tyler, Louisville Bourbon Buzz, I'll do it. And that's the thing. Like I make the joke, I'm coattailing off everyone else, Bourbon Life and all these people, but I really I just want to document stuff. So like I've teased the picking process with Tyler and with Chad and Sarah, and I want to put out like a full like 5 to 10 minute video of their process of what we went through that day, and I videoed all that. And I've really just got into this thing of going back to the roots of social media, and when you get on YouTube and it would just not necessarily be a vlog, but it'd just be kind of someone with a camera, someone's doing something. And that's kind of how I see myself now. Like I really just would rather capture that moment of someone else, or capture that moment versus here's another review of caramel, oak, vanilla, cinnamon, and I don't know if other people have caught on to that, but I've seen some adjustments and some variations in my interactions, whatever, insights, whatever you want to call it, engagement. But I think people are enjoying the more fun, laid back stuff versus me posting a review every single day. Yeah. Plus, now I'm drinking less. So,
Sure.
I don't know about that.
You only get one phone call a week.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Mister, I like to reply to Eric after I've had 4 or 5 pours in a night.
Mister, how many of these barrels have I tried today?
It was 62.
See? That's a lot.
Swish and spit, man.
But anyway,
you still absorb some of
that.
Having been there myself, you absorb plenty of it to feel.
But I think the point is,
Ask Chad about the time we went to, Chad Perkins.
No.
When we went to Buffalo Trace for that liquor barn series of picks.
You've told me.
Anyway.
But the point is, I mean, after he was on the live show with us, to the moon.
So you're saying that we were to...
Yeah.
It's our...
us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess Jason kind of saw the same success.
Yeah, no one heard of that guy before.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? Like on that train of thought, though, I was like, as I was, solidifying my spot within the content community with Timbip, Jason was starting his page, his channel. Scott from My Bourbon Journey was starting his page. Film and Whiskey was starting up. Like, there were all of these different creators in slightly different spaces that were starting. Oh, and Matt Porter, ADHD Whiskey, is another really good example of this.
Fishing.
Yeah. It feels weird to say ADHD fishing now. But there were all of these creators that started like popping up around me. And I had the good fortune of like, we would share live stream nights.
Yeah.
Or I would have them on an episode. And then they blew up. And like, I have that state of mind where I can kind of sit back and go, it's really cool to see your friends succeed in the way that they have. Mm-hmm. Even past what like Timbip does. I mean, Mash and Drum is so much more successful than My Bourbon Pod. I mean, way beyond what we do.
I was gonna say he's got a, wasn't he in like advertising or marketing or something though? So doesn't he have like,
he's in sales?
I thought he did something with video.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's in pharmaceuticals.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
You're thinking about Perkins.
well, yeah. I mean, I know he was.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though. Like,
yeah.
I, as much as I like want to see this brand grow, I really do enjoy seeing the people that I'm around have success. I think it should be celebrated.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of people look at follower count, likes, and that kind of stuff, views.
Yeah,
but if you set your account up as a business, you can see insights. So I may have a post, and you may have a post, and you may have a post or a reel or whatever that might get 80 to 100 likes, but then it's like reach 36,000 accounts, so 36,000 people seen that.
Yeah,
to me, I'm like, holy shit, 36,000 people seen that. I don't care if they liked it or not, but it's all about fun. And like we talked about way earlier in the episode, if you can't believe in yourself and have fun in doing what you're doing, don't do it. It's not worth it.
So this pour you just poured us.
Mm-hmm. This is more so for you.
Like, it smells like a rainbow.
Rainbow?
Like a rainbow as in, like, I smell like so many colors in this, if that makes sense.
I can see that.
It's almost like a fruit by the foot that's got like the yellow, the green, the red, the blue. It's like everything.
Sorry. I was thinking about like the reach that we have. My 2 most liked reels on Instagram have nothing to do with bourbon. And the first one was the Pokemon fail,
or
the cheese
rabbit.
bunny.
Yeah,
That is over 50,000 views and 23,000 likes. That's ridiculous, and it has nothing to do with bourbon.
Well, this is the end of My Bourbon Podcast. So
the owl.
You know what? And this is the other thing too. I don't just want to have a successful bourbon podcast. I want to have a successful podcast.
Yeah.
Like the bourbon is almost a vehicle for all of the other conversation that we have. And just for the personality types that we are. And as much as I enjoy the bourbon, there are so many other things that I want to talk about. And so we get kind of like nestled in that space between, well, what are we really doing here?
Yeah.
It's like what is our actual brand? And I mean, I'm very happy with what we have done, but like it hit me recently that like I want people who don't necessarily drink bourbon to come into this podcast and go, I like listening to these guys talk. I like their takes on things. I like their personalities, and I think that came about really because of you joining the show.
So like my favorite podcast to listen to, and I, you know, nothing against like Bourbon Pursuit or any, you know, no disrespect to anything, but I like listening to a podcast where if you go off on a tangent, like this is going to be such a long ass podcast. Like this episode's going to be so long.
This one is going to be long,
but I love it. It's a good time, and we've still got more stuff. Hearing people just talk, like I mean, and just converse.
Yeah,
and it was a few weeks ago, but you shared a whiskey ginger story, or I think it was you. Someone did.
Probably.
It was probably
Andrew Santino, baby.
And
let's get him on the show.
I really liked. Yeah, he's busy.
Yeah.
I really liked his structure because they don't talk about bourbon on the show. They talk about they drink.
That was last week. Yeah, that you were talking about that.
Yeah, they just pour up and they're like, "We got this," and then all of a sudden they're talking about growing up or something.
Yeah, the conversing aspect of it, and not necessarily like that. There's no theme, and even if there is a show, like it has a theme, being able to just veer off and build upon those layers, because nothing against any other podcasts out there that are strictly that theme. If you just want to give bourbon news or content, that's fine. But when if I'm listening to a podcast, it's because I'm active, I'm doing something, I'm driving, and I want more from it.
You want engagement.
Yeah, I don't just want to sit there and listen to. So today we're drinking Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark's a 90 proof bourbon. It comes from Kentucky. It's a wheated bourbon, and it is 90 proof.
Who's he sound like? Who are you? I feel like, what podcast is this? Who is that?
Honestly, I think it's just NPR.
That was my goal there.
I was hoping
that was my Ira Glass.
Yeah.
I was hoping it'd be somebody, and we'd be like, "Who are you making fun of right now?"
If there is a bourbon podcast that
Suck-
sounds like that, then I'm
Suck it, Dad's drinking
And-
bourbon. No, John doesn't sound like that.
Orca Coors.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like me now, it's like now being part of this, like I don't even really listen to bourbon podcasts. Like I just don't because I know I'm going to be doing something similar. It's like I want to listen to something totally different, about movies or comedy or something like that. So when somebody messaged me, they're like, "What did you think about what they said?" And I was like, "I don't know. I didn't listen. I don't know what they said." Okay,
Sorry.
listen to the podcast I'm on. I don't care.
Listen to what I said.
But yeah, and I'll say this 100 times over. It's just my favorite part of this podcast is really, having a drink with my friend and talking about Star Wars or Zelda or whatever we were doing. Like that's my favorite part. So
It is killing me that I'm not playing Tears of the
I
Kingdom
know,
right
it's
now. But I will say though, I'm having a really great time hanging out with your boys. So,
I hope so.
All right.
Damn.
yeah. So let's talk about this pour.
We're finally on pour 2 here. This thing is out of control, weird, in a good way.
So yeah, originally I labeled the wrong bottle because I labeled it Funk, and then that was the Patreon bottle. So I meant to label this bottle as Funk.
Oh, I'm confused, but what is this?
What do you think it is? Well, okay, hold on.
I think it's rare character.
So yes, age.
There's a theme.
Give me an age here.
7 years.
I don't know, 5 years.
6.5. Give me a proof.
114.
116.
110.
Dang
Okay.
it.
Finished or not finished?
Finished.
Finished.
What do you
Got
think it's
it.
finished in?
Amberana.
Zebra gum.
Zebra gum.
Zebra gum.
I know you too well, and I know your palate too
Well,
well.
he said he had never had anything before, so I brought him something.
never had anything?
Dude, I've been on this podcast for 2 years.
You not had water?
I've
Never.
never had anything.
You're almost 40.
This is the first time I've had anything.
How do you have muscle?
I don't know.
I've never had a thought.
I've never had anything in my life. No
right.
dad, nothing.
I just gained sentience today.
Where am I?
Who are you?
What's a Star War?
I'm a Star Wars.
Thank you, Marge. Honey, look.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So do you like that?
Yeah.
Snickerdoodle, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It does
tobacco.
not taste like that to me, though.
There's something on the nose that reminds me of the beach, and I think it's coconut.
Mm-hmm.
It's very coconut. It tastes.
Yeah.
It tastes
Yeah,
like
coconut.
a Malibu coconut rum.
Yeah.
Something. It's like
I don't get-
I'm
I don't
on
get-
vacation. I just paid $35 for this
'Cause I'm
watered
on
down thing.
All right. So real quick, if we're gonna talk like legit about pricing at places, I paid $18 for a freaking whiskey sour at the Taylor Swift concert, and the dude, I watched him measure it. He did half an ounce of whiskey in it, and it was Jack Daniels. If you put half an ounce of Jack Daniels in a drink, you fucking suck.
Damn. Sorry.
He stole your F-bomb.
I know.
We
I don't
get
to
one an
say it. I
episode
don't get to say it.
because we're a PG-13 podcast.
All my
this
F-bombs
ain't
came
no
out on the,
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
All my F-bombs are on the.
All right. So do you
Patreon?
do you want to go old age or old age?
I don't know. I don't get it.
You were about to leave there for a
Yeah, I
second.
was like,
you fought the urge to just get up and go.
So Dusty versus double digits.
Let's go, Dusty.
Let's go, Dusty.
Double digits.
Yeah.
Dang.
10 years old.
9.5, and we round up.
Yeah.
9.5.
This is 9 years, 4 months, and 3 weeks.
And 3. Do you know if that for sure?
No, he was playing the bit.
Yeah.
Don't you love the guy who has to explain the joke to everybody else in the back corner of the room?
So this is benchmark premium.
Inchmark.
Inchmark. Yeah. So this was at the turn.
There you go. Look at that. If you're watching on
This is
YouTube,
Eric's brand.
Inchmark.
This is right around the turn of.
Honey, grab the inch mark.
Do you like a nice drink after a hard day's work? Well, we've got something for you.
Wants to be a voiceover actor so bad, right?
Well, we've
Benchmark Premium.
We've got something for you.
Inchmark Premium bourbon.
Don't premium me.
What do you think of Inchmark?
Well,
It smells a little watery.
it smells like a old bourbon and it tastes like nothing.
So this is 6-year Seagrams from Louisville from 1989.
You don't think it tastes like anything?
No,
Are you serious?
I don't get anything on the palate.
Fruit Loops, dude.
Yeah, I said lemon meringue, Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops.
Take a chug of water.
I don't taste anything on that.
We got a super spreader.
Nope. What in the world?
That was the worst practical joke I've ever seen.
so mad.
It caused him discomfort. That's all I care about.
Buddy throws microphone
smells-
into his best friend's face.
It smells like a dusty bourbon, and I get nothing on the palate.
That's so weird. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's very fruity.
Same. Like lemon forward. Like
Sorry,
Do you want to taste some of mine?
it's the same.
that's from the meat glass.
Yeah, I ain't tasting meat.
No, that's the meat glass.
Oh, I don't know. I don't taste anything.
Oh, I think I said 86 proof. It's 80 proof. 80 proof.
yeah, I don't
6
get
year
nothing.
distilled by Seagrams.
All right, next.
I mean, I would have thought it was like a diet fruit juice. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I only really excuse me. I only really get alcohol on the finish. I mean, it takes a while for any sort of like
I don't even get alcohol. It's just like nothing. It's weird.
you're really worrying me.
I can smell, I can taste. I've been tasting all day. I actually tested
love
negative
it.
the other day.
I can smell, I can taste, I've been tasting all day.
Oh, and happy end of
Fuel, give me fire, give me that one.
actual end of the pandemic now.
Yeah. Hooray, everybody.
the Who have declared it.
Well, it
Roger Daltrey?
Yeah.
it was a big deal.
Pete
At,
Townsend?
it was a big deal at work. So they made
There were old nurses with their pants off.
Does that mean you don't have to get mask fitted anymore?
Nope.
Damn, no more goatee. That'll forever stay the picture in my phone.
Dude, you fapped to that so many times. I know you have.
Hey, listen,
Can you please control yourself?
you ever get lonely on a Sunday?
What's the tallest man you've ever seen? Jonathan Frakes, everybody.
All right, what's next?
Low proof, high age.
Low proof, high age. Okay.
You tell. You pick. Those are options.
Oh, I was like, low proof, high age. Sounds good. Let's do it.
Let's go low proof first.
Hey, guess what it
Hold
is?
on. Here's what that looked like to me. Let me show you. Well, then, have I got the bottle for you?
Guess what this is? So, is this one of the lowest rare characters?
I think it is the
proof.
lowest. Yeah. Now, I wasn't trying to make this like
tell people what it is.
I wasn't trying to make this like a theme of the show. It was just that everything we've talked about in our group chat that's been funky or
Just you're
fun.
really good friends with a rare character. You've heard. I just said he's really good friends.
do more editing.
I said he's good friends.
So yeah. So
I
just
want to go play Zelda.
You just leave. You're like, finish the show. You finish it. I'm going to play Zelda.
I thought about doing so back in the pandemic when I was really heavily playing Animal Crossing. Swan and I did that cold open where he had to like drag me away from playing Animal Crossing, and I almost did that with this episode for Tears of the Kingdom, but I think it needs to wait a week because I've just started playing it.
Yeah.
I need to. I'm not buying it for another week just because I want to hear what you
Sold
think.
out, dude.
Oh,
What everyone thinks.
It's sold out.
I've played it for maybe 2.5 hours. I'm already in love with it.
Does this one start on a plateau that you have to work your way off of? Yes.
Yes, but it's in the sky.
Ah!
Calm down.
I don't like
Hey,
spoilers.
you need to calm down.
Stop. Don't tell me to calm down on the show that I'm on.
I'm on it too.
I don't want to be here anymore.
No,
I want to go play Zelda.
all right. Low proof rye rare character.
Kentucky 95.5 bar sound.
Whoa.
That smells really good.
Oh my gosh.
You've redeemed yourself from that
Christmas.
inch mark.
Jiminy Christmas.
Cranberry, it's
88.22
pine, it's
proof.
minty.
6
sugary.
years,
This is
7
everything I
months.
want in a rye. At least on the nose. What's going to be our first daily drinker cast strength rye?
I didn't know if we were going to do a surprise or I was going to tell you.
Are you going to surprise me with one?
Yeah, I was going to blind you on
No,
it.
that's fine. Yeah.
I wanted to
don't care.
blind you and you'd be like, what'd you think? And then I'll be like, here it is.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Old Forester 100 proof rye.
That's not cast strength.
Oh, you said cash. Daily proof cash strength rye.
There's not a lot, right?
Oh, he's got his
Daily
all-
drinker.
Well, he's got his cast strength like shelf
Bourbons.
stuff, so he needs a rye. So we're going to figure out what rye he wants because he doesn't have a lot of rye.
You all talk separately. I don't want it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even
want,
know. I don't know what this means.
It means he's excited.
I'm intrigued.
That's his eager face.
That's really scary. His girlfriend, he's like walks in the house. He goes, she's like, oh, here we go.
And she's like, no, I'm cooking dinner.
She's like, no.
Weirdly enough, that's how your penis looks.
Perry. I like it.
a beard.
I like it. Perry's getting in on it. Okay, this is pancakes. This is pancakes maple gingerbread.
I'm a big
It's like
fan of
gingerbread pancakes.
It smells like Christmas at my parents' house.
Because right up front, it smells like Christmas. But on the front of the palate, it's like pancake batter. It's like it tastes like what you think pancake batter. And then all of a sudden, there's like this. That's really good.
Really good.
I'm actually getting quite a bit of citrus on it too.
I get a good bit of citrus. Some ginger,
So this is
sugar cranberry.
Gordon's Estate, 1934.
Established. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Maybe it is established.
The whiskey guys.
At the Whiskey Guys. Shout out.
Who
for
are
this
the
one.
whiskey guys?
They have a page on the gram.
I hope so, since they put at, because that would be just dumb.
I mean, that could have been a Twitter page. But someone on a Discord group
Oh, I'm following them.
Hey.
Are they following us?
Shout out.
Nope.
Never mind.
I just unfollowed them.
Well, there you go. Sorry, whiskey.
So yeah, I bought
follow them
like
again, see if
four
they
of
follow
these
us.
ryes.
Just do it over and over. You bought what?
Like 4 of these.
You bought 4 of this one right here?
Yeah, this barrel.
It's a lot of money.
$75.
4 of them?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of money.
Do the math.
What were you going to talk about prices earlier? We talk about that? Did you get in on that? You're like, speaking of prices.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Well, we've been here for like 2 hours.
What's going on?
No, like he was talking about prices a second, but it might have been Patreon. No, I like this. And so this is Bardstown, you said?
Yep.
Nice.
That's really good. I like that a lot.
Every rye I own from them is a Bardstown 95.5.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many more you got? One more pour for us?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to propose.
I do.
Thank you. That with this last pour, we move into high proof hot takes,
Okay.
which I'm not mentally prepared for, but
I got a
Eric's
high-proof
about
hot
to
take.
rake me over the coals.
I got a high proof hot take. There's only a few things that I get like instantly mad about.
I'm sorry.
But I'm not like mad, like not mad like I want to hold a grudge or anything, but there's a few things that can instantly just set me off. And that's when I get a little asterisk and a corrected spelling to something I said. And it don't matter who you are.
Did I do this?
No, Perry did. I love Perry. Perry is my brother.
I'm so sorry.
No, listen.
Can I whip out the other bottle now?
Yes.
Whip it out.
Good job.
Ooh.
Oh, wrong way.
Oh,
There.
that one?
Yeah.
Ooh, that thing's a hitter.
Whoa.
Oh, I lost the neck tag.
Oh, I'll let you tell what you got. But listening, I'm just going to tell you, like, you want to set me off, you do an asterisk and correct my spelling or my grammar. And it don't matter if you're Gran. It don't matter if you're Gran. That's how much I love Perry, just like I love Gran. I'm going to be mad. I'll be pissed at Gran if she puts an asterisk and corrects my text message. But I did. I spelled something wrong. Perry corrected me with the asterisk, and I just replied with wow. I can't stand when people correct people, whether it's on
You are.
exactly. Like, but I know Perry was trying to get under my skin, and he was like, I felt it was appropriate. It was because I was raging. But if you're,
I didn't mean to pile on, but it felt like
No.
it was a good.
and then I said, you know what? I'm happy Perry got in on this because he normally doesn't. He's normally like, I don't like confrontation. This is my song.
Wow, you knew it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm happy that you remembered my song.
I know your songs, bro.
That was the most popular
You
song I
act
played
like
when I was
you
in a
act
band.
like we're not together all the time and talk about that.
Yeah.
But if you're like on a Facebook post or Instagram post and somebody says something and your only comeback is a correction, ooh, I wish you wouldn't have used my F-bomb already. You.
I'll allow it.
No, I'm going to stick with it. I think it's a good thing.
Why are you so dark in the camera today?
I don't know. I think it's just the lighting because I don't know.
Well, nothing's pointed at me.
It's been like that though. Yeah.
But you're so bright though.
His lighting looks better.
I mean, come on.
Anyway, sorry.
But anyway,
Editor
yes.
problems.
If the only thing you can come back like somebody does like something, you're like, ooh, I hate this person. I'm so mad. All I'm going to do is correct their grammar. Just stop. Stop it.
He's right.
We can all agree. Like that's just like you're just really trying to just be annoying and you can't figure out like something to say. So that's my high proof hot take. Asterisk correction. Get out of here. Tell us what we're drinking.
So we are drinking the Nelson Brothers 15-year rye
I
whiskey.
feel like I'm on a game show.
Back
It
to
is
regularly scheduled programming.
108.4 proof, aged for 15 years. This is distilled in Indiana and it is a mash bill of 95.5.
This thing is dark as heck.
So right around LDI transitioning to MGPI days.
Did you have a high proof hot take?
Be kinder to your friends because you don't know what they're going through. Be kind to everybody because you don't know what they're going
You don't
through.
know what's going to trigger them. You got a high proof hot take?
Yes, maybe. Let's get through this first. I just kind of want to hear what you guys think about it.
You know what I really want?
I don't.
Oh my god!
I want like a pint-sized Glencairn.
So you can be like, yeah, I poured a little bit.
It's a Perry pour. It's
just for this
half
bottle.
of a bottle.
Just for this bottle.
No, but I mean, like, how cool would it be to have just a Glencairn that you have to use
They
two
have
hands
those.
to drink out?
They have
Yeah.
those.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Sarah got Chad one for their
Yeah, they make
100,000.
them. They're like this big.
Yeah, no, I was there when he unboxed it, and because it was just this random box, we're going through shit, and he's like, "No way!" And it's a giant ass Glencairn.
What do you even search? Big Glencairn?
Yeah, Big Glen,
Big Glen.
real trap shit.
That's an entirely.
Damn, son, where'd you find
different-
this?
This voice. I mean,
It works. I mean, it works for a lot of situations. It's working for me. Anyway. Somebody who's super innocent just being like, hey, I mean, it's working for me.
You know what? I do like that. That is nice.
You know what? That blouse really does accent your breasts.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
I was about to be like, "Barry, I just got you one. $200.
No. That's
3 liters. 12. 3
Yeah, no, it's
12-inch height.
it's huge.
It says image not available. $200.
Yeah, it's all about the angle.
What would the image of that be?
Not safe for work. I'll show you.
Fair enough.
You got one?
See how big it is.
Okay, I really want it.
If we have anything left over after the launch, we are ordering that thing.
Actually,
So
with
far,
it-
we're breaking even. So if you want to support the show, come to the
if you
live
want
show.
Perry to get one gigantic Glencairn.
Tell you what, you guys make some tips, and they'll get you
The bits.
The bits.
Oh, good segue. Good segue. Okay, this
We're not there yet.
I know,
Yeah.
but whew,
I mean, smelling this genuinely like sent a shiver through my body.
So I'm gonna tell you the retail on this, and it
I took a drink before you said it, so I'm good.
I've accepted it. $300.
Yeah, I was about to say it's at least $250.
So here's the thing: where else are you finding 15? And they price there's
You
only
don't have to.
I think
justify
900
that
bucks.
price to me after tasting that.
Well, that's exactly. So I got to try this.
That tastes like it's worth that.
Same thing. Tried it. Heard the price. Was like, yeah, I would do that. There's like 900 bottles. If I had the money, I'd buy all 900.
That's good. That's really good. That is.
This is the best rye whiskey I've ever had.
This is okay.
So you would spend $270,000 just
To get
north
all
of
of them.
$250,000 to buy all of these bottles
Listen,
of whiskey.
If I had this kind of money, yes.
Yeah.
That's
Put his
fair.
middle finger.
That's
up for anybody
completely
that
fair.
couldn't see that.
This is incredible.
I mean,
so-
like seriously, like I've had Booker's rye, and I've had like some crazy Maryland shit before. Don't care. If I had the money to buy all of this, I would.
Him sharing this with us warrants like a week of you all not bickering.
I think if we didn't bicker, it would be worse on him. He would.
You
think
see,
something's wrong.
you've heard my mental state, right?
Yeah. He'd be like, oh my God, what have I done?
Look, I've got extra depression pills. Do you need some? I'm over my
If
anxiety.
I change the routine right now, Perry, it could be bad.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
This is one of those pours that I instantly said, I don't even care about the notes. I just know this is special, and I know this is good. I'm not even thinking, like, even for the content and all that, I'm
Yeah.
not even trying to pull out notes. I'm literally just saying, this is so good, and I'm just enjoying it.
I mean, if we had to give a review, and I think maybe we'll just tack this on because I don't know of anybody that's given this a review. But so the Nelson Brothers.
He did.
Yeah, I did
15
a reel on it.
Oh, sorry. The Nelson Brothers 15-year-old rye whiskey gift shop exclusive.
Yes.
It's like an 18 or a 19
I was
out
going
of
to
20,
say
man.
19.5.
I mean,
Close to perfect.
$300 is a lot of money.
It would be a 20 out of 20 for me just because, I mean, you're not getting the age anywhere. It's the proof point, once blended, 108.4 is cask strength. Those low, I mean, it drinks like a good, like a heavy 90, 94 proofer.
I will say this would be a 20 out of 20 for me if I got the experience that I got on the proof up front and it just continued on. Like the front, right up the bat, like you're like, oh, this is great. But
so the price is a 5 out of 5 for you?
Oh yeah, I'd pay $300 for this.
See, for me, it's everything but the price that's a 5.
No, I would. This tastes like a $300.
If I would have had,
sure.
if we would have had time to go there while we were there this past week, I would have had a second bottle. Man, I mean, like if time wasn't a crunch, the money, like no questions asked, I'd buy as many as I can.
I would put back. Like I would say, I'm not buying any new bottles for.
This is my retirement fund.
Like if I was going to pay $300 for a bottle, I would just say, you know what, this is good enough for me to say, the next 2 paychecks, I'm not buying anything.
And that's
I'm just going to
did.
You know, I put about $150. You know, I'm thinking I can afford to buy that much whiskey per paycheck, and I would do that. I think, but as far as like the palate, like if that finish is phenomenal. If I got that same experience right up front, I would say 20 on 20. It only takes a second though for that to hit, and man, this is good. Appreciate you letting us try that.
I got lost for a second just thinking about how good this is. Like I completely just blacked out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like it seriously. I've been looking at Booker's Rye. So Unicorn Auction's a dangerous site. I've been looking at a Booker's Rye.
Unhelpful advice.
Yeah.
With My Daily Bourbon.
Yeah. So here's how to. Do you want to screw up your financial situation? Here's how.
I'm pitching to Mark that's a new segment for the Bourbon Life.
Unhelpful
advice. I think that the Bourbon Life takes this thing a lot more seriously than we do, though.
So
every month you call in with unhelpful advice.
Yeah, so this is this month's really bad financial advice.
That was so good.
So Unicorn Auction is bad.
That was impressive.
And I've been looking. Someone keeps reposting a bottle. They want like $4,000 for a Booker's Rye.
They got Afterpay. Split this up into 2 years worth of
PayPal paying 4.
I saw a thing where they said they had Afterpay and it was like a McDonald's like Uber order. They're like, I'm gonna be paying on this Big Mac for 2 months.
Moment on the lips, lifetime on the hips.
Oh.
I haven't laughed this hard on a podcast episode in maybe ever. Man.
Anyway,
I forgot what I was saying.
4,000 for Booker's.
Oh, Booker's Rye.
Yeah.
And even after reaching out to Unicorn and being like, can I offer money to the seller cash, which was nowhere near what they would probably want. Because I'm sure they didn't.
I got $12.
He's like, it's worth a shot.
Hey,
the worst they can say is no.
I'll give you $30 OBO.
You miss all the shots you don't take, baby.
Hey, if it's been in 4 auctions and ain't sold, that's your problem. And they were like,
I'll give you 2 Blantons and $300. No trades.
Yeah, I know what I've got.
He just types it in emoji. He types it in Facebook emojis
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
No recycles. No,
No horsey.
yeah.
Oh,
But
man. Okay.
long
This
long
is
story
good.
short, they would not come down on it.
So
And they
short,
also
he does not have a Booker's.
I do
Rye.
not have a Booker's Rye, but I have had Booker's Rye. Chad has shared his with me twice. And
Ooh,
yeah.
here we go.
Oh.
The only reason I'm here is because they're in Scotland.
Are they back yet?
I don't
No,
know.
they'll be back next
He's
week.
here.
Yeah.
They're.
Oh.
Oh my.
All right. Anyway,
Okay.
This is the natural transition to us just being a whatever podcast.
Holy crap.
I'm in myself crying.
I'm dehydrated.
Dad's
I've
got
cried
his
so
glasses
much.
off.
Oh. It's been a good time. Yeah. I don't even remember what my hyper hot take is.
You're trying to buy Booker's. and
okay,
it's too expensive.
so what-
That's
what-
your hyper hot take.
We've come back around to this point 8 times now.
Ultimately, what I was saying was I would rather have this rye 20 times over than that. And I whatever. But
Math checks out.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you want more?
I mean, I have to take the bottle home to take the picture, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you do actually.
Oh Lord.
You can. It's been at Chad and Sarah's for like 8 months.
Well, we'll talk.
I'm not even joking. It's been on his basement floor. There's
I've been over there.
there's a neck tag in here somewhere that
I
says
was over there 2 weeks ago.
there's a neck tag in there somewhere that says give back to Chad EC.
Oh, you know what? Actually,
Actually, I've drank this before.
No, but what's funny though is that when I was over there a couple weeks ago, I go, "What is that?" And it was a bag of like all rare character, and he was like, "Oh, that's all Chad's."
Well, he's like, I think we want to do a pick with him. And I'm like, have you ever had their stuff? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, let me bring you what I got.
Let me tell you that you ain't gonna be
so
picking
dark.
this
It's so dark.
because full transparency, we gave their normal bottle a pretty bad score.
their bourbon.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not good.
did it break 10?
All right, so hold
I don't
on.
think it did.
So, what was your favorite of the bunch?
What do you think?
I don't know.
It's got to be this.
It's this.
But that being said, I'm very excited to go back to the beam.
Oh yeah, we gotta finish that, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So that's for y'all.
Okay.
All right. I don't want to touch it. That's fine.
You don't.
So I took that to Augusta Distillery with me.
I touched it.
And one of the guys there ripped the tack strip off of the cork or the the cap, and I got really upset.
What'd you say to him?
Hey, man.
Yeah,
why are you touching my bottle that way?
that was mine.
You got really upset. So what'd you say?
I don't want you.
Tell me what you said.
This is my bourbon podcast. It's rated PG-13 for your entertainment, so I can't drop another F-bomb.
So bleep it out. Bleep yourself out.
If we bleep it out, then I have.
no, I'm saying he bleeps
Oh,
himself.
you want him to self-edit.
Yes. Self-edit yourself.
I was like, dude, what the are you doing? Why would you fucking rip that off there?
You got that mad about it?
He ripped. You ever seen
Okay,
but
that is a fair
like
But-
Band-Aid?
okay,
Like we're
okay,
talking like
okay,
Band-Aid.
Okay. Did this guy know? Did this guy understand? Like, is it your fault that you handed a guy that doesn't understand text?
Yes, because he told me he frequents Revival.
Okay, then that's justifiable. That's all I want
yeah,
to
yeah,
know.
yeah. So
If the guy's, he knows about this stuff and does that, then yeah, you should say that.
listen, Billy, I still like you, but I really am pissed off that you decided to rip the tack strip off my Jim Beam.
Shout out to Billy.
Billy.
Hope Billy's listening.
Billy, I hope you trip on a stone.
Billy, I hope we find you in a ditch.
No, that
Hope you
was
have beautiful children.
that was
I hope
a.
your family's taken care of, but you're in a ditch.
I brought this and some like 1992 ancient age.
Are you going to keep this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, kill it. Well,
Yeah.
I've never seen another man suckle before.
do it again
but
so I can
here we
make so I
are.
can give it some effects.
There we go, baby. Dude, he's deep on that mic so many times.
Subverting expectations. Yeah, that is your mic now. Nobody. I think the last person to use it was my dad. So I'm having a great time. Anyway,
Yeah, we have fun here.
tips and bits.
Tips and bits. Where you got, chat?
Jury duty.
I've seen the first couple episodes. Really funny.
Everyone needs to
You don't
watch
have
it.
this?
I've heard about it. I'm not watching.
So everyone needs to watch it.
I'm gonna kill you.
So Jury Duty is on Amazon Prime or
Let go of the mic and do the tips.
no,
Jeez.
no.
You do the tips, I'll do the bits.
Right,
That's
So
a porn search. All right, reset.
So Jury Duty is a really good show on Amazon Prime. I suggest everyone look into it. And actually, if you follow the cast, they will follow you back and reply to you. So they've all been conversing with me because I have a corgi. So they've all been conversing with me over the last
I
week.
have two. So.
Yeah, you do have to. So go ahead.
I have never heard a more veiled cry for help than a man saying,
Follow them back.
follow
and they will
the
follow
people
you
on
too.
this show that I have watched, and they will respond to you the way that
I was
that
wondering
they
how
do.
he grew his Instagram so much, but
See,
he's just like,
here's the thing. I have this theory that Chad's girlfriend doesn't exist. And I think this is further confirmation that Brittany is just a figment of his imagination. Or she lives in Canada.
he doesn't. He's just gone. He's checking his
No
watch.
comment. No comment.
She's texting me.
You can't.
That's
see
a
that on
dog.
camera. You can't see that.
Yeah,
On camera.
yeah. My dog is texting me.
Stop.
That's the worst.
that
No,
it?
I've seen a couple episodes of it. It's really, really funny.
That
it's-
and Silverstein's new album.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Have you heard it yet?
I don't know who that is.
Is that the one that has ultraviolet, or is that the?
Yes.
Is there another one? Yes.
Yes.
That's really good.
You don't know who Silverstein is? Can I kick you in the nuts an hour later?
Well, can you give me a justification for why you would need to?
He doesn't listen to metalcore.
They
I would
didn't
like
used to be
direct-
metalcore.
I would like to direct you to the lamp that is made out of a Blanton's bottle behind my head on the bar. And there is a specific CD case that is sitting there
John Mayer.
currently. That's an original run John Mayer CD. Why do you think I would know?
OR.
Wow.
Yeah.
He bought that at Walmart.
Actually, it's probably like a few years after. But
He's doing
Unedited.
to you. That is to me.
yeah, I know. But here's the thing. I just take it.
He's
Give
fine
it
now.
back to him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Come on.
actually, where did you get your jacket shirt thing, dude? I kind of like it.
Oh my God, Perry.
I got it for Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get you.
Say
caught
mean
here.
things. I like your shirt.
I like your shirt. Where'd you get that? Okay, well I'm gonna get it too.
maybe. Anyway, Eric, you still playing Jedi Survivor?
Okay. Yes.
I need to get that, by the way. How are you liking it?
Well, why don't you let me talk about it?
Okay. Hey.
Don't touch my mic. Okay. All right. No, I am playing Jedi Survivor. that is the reason why I have not started the new Zelda, because I've told myself I can't start a new game until I finish the one I'm playing. I'm about halfway through Jedi Survivor, and it's amazing. It's by far, I know everybody's talks about the old Star Wars games and all that stuff, Old Republic and all that, but like this is like
KOTOR.
You just, oh my gosh, like you have to stop yourself from exploring the area you're in to just keep going, because it's just so fun. Like you're finding stuff, you're doing all this, you're upgrading, you're giving him a mullet, you're giving him a beard. Like it's the best Star Wars game ever, and the lightsaber controls are unbelievable.
So here's how I felt about the first one. It was that style of game.
Yeah.
No one had done it better since now I forgot the name.
Well, here we go.
Damn it.
Come on, you can do it. Get it.
Uncharted.
Uncharted. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
It was the best.
Oh, okay.
It was the best style of that game
Yeah.
since Uncharted. Like, I mean, loved it.
Yeah. So if
So you
talking about Tears
preferred
of the Kingdom, and then at the time that I played the first Star Wars Fallen Order, like it's like Breath of the Wild. Like
yeah.
you have your missions, you have your objectives, but you can just explore and roam and
Yeah.
do what you want to, and you could build your character up for forever and not even like complete half of the game.
Yeah.
But as far as a Star Wars game goes, this is amazing. The graphics, the story.
Playing as the Joker from Gotham.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
That's an entirely different podcast that we can get into.
Okay.
We just simply don't have time right now.
Yes. But it's just amazing. And these games are made to be part of the current Star Wars
Yeah.
story. Like if you're following The Mandalorian, if you're following Clone Wars, if you're watching all the Disney shows, like this is going to tie into those. And we could see an actual show of this, or see these characters.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Come into play with these shows. It's amazing. It's so fun. I love it. And I have to finish it before I start Zelda.
Yeah.
So
two things. One, I want Cal Kestis to be in the mainstream like content,
yeah.
but I don't know if I want it to be a show that's set during that time period. Or like see him during that time period. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't want
I
to
get
see
that.
him in that. I want to see him just show up later on being like, I've been doing stuff.
Yeah,
back
exactly.
then.
Like
Exactly.
That
Because-
shit. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
and,
but
here we are.
and the reason is I think that we are at capacity for that era of Star Wars, but also like we're getting very close to capacity for the like 10 years after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. No, I'm
know?
perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
I think the games are that time period. And I think if he shows back up, it's later on and he's like, hey, I've been doing this. You know, however the game, I haven't finished the game, so I don't know how the ending goes. But if I see him, I would like it to be in the future after that's happened, because that was his stuff. Like these are his. Cal's story is the game. It doesn't need to be a movie or a show. He needs to be like, hey, we're all, we're coming together, and there he is.
Yeah. The other part of that, and it kind of like a parallel point here, is that I am willing to recognize and admit that Breath of the Wild is not the first open world amazing video game.
Oh, there's been, yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think it was the first one that really caught the attention of the general public.
Well, I think it's,
You know?
it's the most mainstream one, and
Yeah.
probably the almost close to perfect.
So I'm gonna stop you right
Yeah.
there.
I'm going to go pee while he talks about this. Stop.
No. all I want to say is since Skyrim.
Since Skyrim?
Yeah.
I have never played Skyrim, but I understand the love. That
Do you want me to
people
punch you
have
in the
for it.
dick now or later?
Perry, get him.
Oh, punch you in the dick. I thought you said put you in a dick.
You've never played Skyrim?
I haven't. No, but okay. I just now have a PS4. I have an Xbox One now.
I have bought Skyrim 4 times. I have it for Switch. Do you want to borrow it?
For Switch?
Yeah.
It's on Switch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah, for sure.
I bought it twice for 360, once for Xbox One, and once for the Switch.
No, I would actually really love to.
My original
it.
game, my original save, my one character is like 2,200 hours.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. I will lend you that for as long as you want.
The long-term gameplay right now.
I've never beat the main story ever.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all side quest. So like Breath of the Wild,
I want to live in a Skyrim house.
I've
a couple kids and a big pet mouse.
I never
Eat a whole cheese reel
finished
when I'm damn
Breath of the
feel,
Wild
'cause I
story.
find my God, 'cause I want to live in a Skyrim. Say what you will about Gus Johnson, that song is a banger.
I mean, come on. I know there's controversy, but
Yeah. That song absolutely slaps. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I there was a period where I was listening to it like daily. Oh, I thought maybe it was Lucy. It's like, why are you looking at my wife that way?
He does it. It's always the wives. This guy.
But again, I will say, nobody ever brings up Lucy. Which, if you did, I kill you. Scared Perry.
Damn. I got a little scary there.
Anyway, no, I genuinely would love to.
Yeah, I'll
love
get
to
you
play
that.
it. Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
no problem. That's the sounds of the kids
What's
screaming.
happening?
What?
Is that my toilet?
I just flushed it.
Is it still flushing? What'd you do to my toilet, man?
I just peed.
Anyway,
You know, it isn't a problem.
I haven't even done my tips and bits yet.
I thought you did while I was gone.
No, I didn't.
Okay, go ahead.
So I, of course, just started Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game. I was getting angry at my internet connection last night, just waiting for the download to finish, because my Switch kept connecting to the 2.4 gig internet instead of the 5. And I was like, please download quicker. And then all of it went from saying it was like 3 hours until it was completed to like 10 minutes. I was just thrilled. And so I sat there.
Little snack.
Sure, why not? I like as soon as it downloaded, Lucy was like, "Okay, I'm ready for bed." I was like, "Great, good," because I'm gonna be playing this video game.
What we got?
It's beautiful.
Yes. Wait, sugar free?
No,
Oh,
sugar wafers.
nice. Okay, no sugar,
I
alcohol.
don't do sugar-free snacks.
But
And then
it's-
as soon as I walked in the house, I'll see you. I'll just look through the window, and I was like, "There he is."
I was sitting on the couch playing it. I just like I have been very present during this episode, but I have been thinking the entire time that I cannot wait to get back to playing Tears of the Kingdom.
So when
Sorry.
you come to edit, you're gonna be like, "I was not thinking about any of the stuff we were talking about."
No, I'm going to fully remember it. I mean, save for
Hey.
the alcohol that we've been drinking. But it's incredible, man.
I get it.
I this past week got back into watching Defunct Land on YouTube. actually put out a new video this past week. It's been like
Love it.
6 months
Yeah.
since he put out a new one, and it was about the Wiggles ride in Dreamworld, Australia.
Really?
Yeah, it's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. There was one video that was on a SeaWorld ride, like after they had the whole controversy with the dolphins, I think is what it was. Whales. Yeah. Whales. They're too big for SeaWorld.
No.
The killer whales.
Oh, the killer whales.
Yeah.
Right. And everything about the video gave me Krabbyland vibes. You know exactly what I mean, though, right? It was just constant, like, all right, kids, get ready. And then there's a tire swing that is half a tire and a snake that's hanging there.
That's
like,
good.
it was that kind of energy. So good. I think that's about it. But
Defunct Land.
oh, actually, no, that's not it.
Love.
On
There's
the
more.
on the note of Defunct Land, I put off watching this video for months because I was like, it's too long. I don't have time for it right now. But he did a whole documentary, which I was not anticipating, on who wrote the Disney Channel theme song.
Give me those deets.
I won't, because you have to watch it. I'm
Well, yeah,
te- I-
that's what I mean. Like, who?
that's what I'm saying.
He just said that.
You need to
You
watch
gotta
it.
watch it to find out.
You need to watch it because I was not anticipating going into this document. It's an hour and a half. I wasn't going into it
It's Bon Jovi.
thinking that I was going to cry, and I did. I mean, by the end of it, I was like blubbering because it was so well done. There are moments in it where I cannot say enough good things about it. So not only are they a great way to document like failed amusement park rides, but Kevin does such a great job just with like the history of things that we loved as kids. I learned through that the
Carmen Electra.
you are so close to what I was about to say. I'm not even kidding.
Heck yeah.
I learned through their video on Carmen Sandiego,
Oh, hot too.
where you never see her face.
I saw the bottom.
It's like Charlie Brown.
That hat and
But-
that long coat.
So the International Dish Taste Test from GMM, Good Mythical Morning,
Yeah.
that theme song was a riff on the original Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
In the world is
Yeah.
Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I watched that video. And I
Where
was
in
like,
the world all these international foods from? Yeah.
yeah, it's exactly the same thing. And it just like blew my mind. So anyway, fun stuff.
Now you say you know what time it is.
What? You know what time it is?
I know what time it is.
Tool time.
Well,
This is the worst end into a podcast we've ever done.
yeah. Okay. So the Tool Time Girls are two different things.
Yeah, Pamela Anderson
Mm-hmm.
and
Carmen Electra was not the Tool Time Girl.
No.
whoa.
It's a good pick.
He's
Which are
had
great
that for a
pick.
while. You know what you should have had for a while?
I've had this since 2020. You go ahead and say that. No.
You know what?
You know what
should
time
have
it is.
had. You know what time it is? It's patreon.com time, where you can get all the
Can you
bonus
please
stuff.
can you please start this over so that I don't have to edit just weirdly around sentences?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y'all ready for this? No. Patreon.com. No. Patreon.com. No. Patreon.com/MyBourbon Podcast. For as little as $1 a month, you can support the show And at $5, you get all the bonus content. You get all the stuff that we don't give to the other people.
That's right.
And you get the cat. But yeah, support the show for as little as $1 a month. You can help us out.
What the crap, dude?
Quit doing cat sounds. That just sounds like a really tight fart. But if you want to hear us fart, you can go to you can do $5 a month. You get all the bonus stuff.
That's the $8 tier.
But seriously, you get the bonus stuff. We have Pours from the Floor. You get Sample Irresistible. Last Call. There's so many things going on there. I think you should get in on that. And you get all the first dibs on the barrel picks. And we have one coming out. We have one coming out, and Patreon is already getting dibs on that.
And
so,
it's got a gold medal.
And
Gold
it was an
medal.
award. Oh my gosh.
Can you please just get through this?
I can't. He's doing this thing.
Keep going.
Patreon.com.
Patreon.com.
This was your idea. If you want to send us an email, send an email to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. If you want to send a sample, if you want to have us review something.
Sample.
thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. If you want some merch, bourbonshop.threadless.com. Whiskey Mutant merch, whiskeymutant.myshopify.com. We also have a segment called the Barrel Rings, where you call in and leave a message, and we'll reply to you, and you get to be on the show. You just dial 859-428-8253. Horrible bass.
Today.
We have 3 barrel rings.
Let's hear them.
What's going on, boys? It is May 1st. You know what that means?
Nope.
We are in the month of Timbip Weekend, and I am getting excited. I am
Excited.
just beside myself with the excitement going on here. Hope you all are doing well. Wanted to just call in and express my excitement. Looking forward to meeting up with some folks that I've only ever interacted with digitally, and giving hugs, all the hugs, and not messing with Eric because I don't want him to be mad at me for anything. But yeah, so I do have a little bit of I don't know if it's tips and bits, but it's basically, you know, I spent the weekend celebrating my friends getting married. Then we had a celebration of life for my aunt who passed away. And, you know, I'm grateful for all the experiences that I've had. And I would just like to think that at the end of the day, when I leave this world, I gave more than I took. And I'm really hoping that that kind of resonates with people.
Wow.
That you give more than you take.
Wow.
Maybe we'll all be in a better place. All right, well, that's it for me. A little somber, but hey, you know what? That happens sometimes on a dreary, cold, rainy day here in Wisconsin. But I am excited to see you guys. Yeah, that's it. Until next time, peace out, Timbit fam.
Way to bring down the mood.
I'm glad he ended with fam, because Bill,
Because we're not good with emotions, we don't know how to accurately express.
Do you think he puts
feelings we
American
have.
cheese on his apple pie? Is he one of those Wisconsians?
It's got to be cheddar.
Cheddar cheese.
Don't do an accent.
No.
cheddar cheese.
Don't talk
Cheddar.
about my mother. She's a beautiful woman. Unlike your cross-eyed mother.
Hey, Bobby Mom.
Hey, listen.
Bobby Mother.
Eric likes you. It's all that matters.
What?
Dad?
Okay, well, I'm going to play one more barrel ring because it doesn't feel right to do 3 in a row after that very sentimental one.
Well, here I am, old Tony Bag of Donuts,
Oh,
giving
Tony.
another barrel rings, not to dethrone Bill, but to support him. We
I'm
ride
glad he
together, we
knows
die
there's
together.
Yeah.
Timbit Week in 3, LBC, 3 weeks. Get ready. It's going down. Love you guys.
It's going down.
Love you too, Tony.
Love you. And can't wait to see you.
Do you have anything else?
Yes, follow us on all social media
Yes.
at MyBourbonPod. Twitter, Instagram. We got a Facebook group. This is My Bourbon Podcast Facebook group. You can follow me at Whiskey Mutant, doing pairings, doing random stuff. You can follow this guy over here, wave to the camera, at MyDailyBourbon. Yeah, he's all over the place, but he's doing cool stuff.
You're all over the place.
God.
Are you okay?
I'm trying not to be mad at him right now. That hurt.
Let me see.
It's not yet.
Where are you bleeding?
Show me where the chat hurt you.
Thank you all so much for listening to this week's
Leave
episode.
a 5-star
watching.
review on everything.
Please. We appreciate you guys so much.
It's been fun.
Follow this
you.
guy on YouTube.
Follow this guy on the YouTube.
That really hurt, Chad.
I wish I was sorry.
Chad, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me, Perry. I really appreciate it.
We'll see y'all next week. Until then, I'm Perry.
Eric.
And I'm Chad. Now you say you know what time it is.
No.
And this is My Bourbon Podcast. And you know what time it is.
Ba-da.
Got me good. I was like, one of these times he's going to hit me right with two. And you got me.